Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Hello. All right. We are live. Hello, everybody. My name is Andrew, and welcome to Rocket Future. We are live down here from Starbase, down here in South Texas, right next to Boca Chica Beach. This is the launch site for Starbase, and we have live views of S26, which we're waiting to see whether or not S26 will roll back to the Starbase build site today, which is about, I don't know, what is it, a mile or two up the road. Funny story, we were just live for about 10 minutes, and I was sitting here talking about what was going to happen today, and I never hit the go live button, but here we are live now. Welcome everybody, welcome Rick, welcome Detroit. Detroit says music is awesome. Who is this? That is a friend's band of mine called Night Protocol. Their links are in the description, so feel free to check those out. If you like the music, definitely check out Night Protocol. Awesome, like kind of synthwave inspired music, really good stuff. So again, we get that live view on the, I guess, your left-hand side of the screen of S26. I just walked over to the entrance of the launch facility to see if there was any indication that S26 was about to roll. And I would say right now, everything looks like it's in place for a potential S26 rollback. The cars have been moved out of the way a little bit. There's the cones in place. There was vehicles idling and kind of ready to go right in front of S26. So at the moment, I'm just keeping a close eye on the vehicle to see if we can see an indication of it starting to move. Now, technically, they're supposed to wait till 7 o'clock at the beginning of that scheduled intermittent road delay, but we know those are kind of more loose than the road closures, so we could start to see it roll at any time here. Welcome, Belint. And Detroit and Blind Boy says 5x5. Thank you for letting me know that you can see me and hear me. Looks like everything is going well. Starlink wasn't quite behaving a little bit earlier, but we're definitely rolling now. Stephen Lewis, welcome. Blind Boy, welcome. A bit laggy sometimes. That will happen. It'll be good, and then it'll be a little bit worse, and it'll kind of fluctuate between the two. Just based on Starlink, we're kind of limited by connectivity down here, but this stream is being brought to you through space satellites via Starlink. So that will happen sometimes. We are continuing to work on trying to improve our network quality and everything, but we are a little limited, especially down here on site at Starbase. So yeah, no worries. That'll smooth out as things go, hopefully. But yeah, we'll give you some really good views here. As you can see, I'm also checking out what's going on with Booster 7 and the OLM. There's an elevator going up the integration tower right now. Obviously, always a lot of work happening down here at Starbase, so we just want to be here to see it. If you joined us a few days ago for the potential S25 rollback, of course, those two road closures that day. We came for the first one. We weren't able to make it for the second one, but hopefully we'll see a rollback today of Starship S26, so that'll be good. We don't exactly know what the plan is for S26 yet. Possibly they could be rolling it back to the production site to install the Raptor engines. It just finished a series of cryo tests actually. So the next step for S26 is potentially getting its engines installed for the next set of testing. Alternatively, we have seen vehicles roll back to the build site and get scrapped in favor of upcoming vehicles. Like we do know Starship S27 is stacked and ready to go, so we'll have to wait and see. But let's go one step at a time, and we want to see S26 start rolling towards the entrance of the facility here. But I'm going to keep just getting everything going here and settling in and getting ready for when we need to get up and roll. Our plan is to roll with Starship S26 all the way down Highway 4 to the build site in the Convoy. Sun is setting, but we should be able to get I think this is kind of going to be a little experimental, but I think we're going to get a pretty good shot of it with infrared camera mode and stuff. We'll have to see. But yeah, welcome everybody. Detroit Mission Control says, great job on your interview with Everyday Astronaut. Thank you very much, Detroit. Yeah, for anybody watching that hasn't checked it out yet, check out our interview with Tim Dodd, the Everyday Astronaut, a man that does need no introduction. We had a fun time hanging out with Tim and asking him some questions about Dear Moon and Starship and Starbase and all that stuff. You can find that on the channel. Yeah, we have a lot of dropped frames today, guys. So Astro Joe says, I love your Inspiration 4 shirt. I work for Jared. Oh, Astro Joe, that's really awesome. That is so cool to hear. Thank you so much for noticing the shirt. And it must be super cool to work for Jared. That's really awesome. Do you work at shift 4, or is it something else going on there? Balint says maybe those V2 mini Starlinks will help eventually. I think they will. You know, the thing with Starlink is it keeps getting better and better as time goes on. So we just have to deal with what we get with it until it's, you know, as good as we need it to be. But for now, it's good enough. Yeah, we're still like we're double our usual frame drop percentage right now, so I'm sure you're seeing a lot of or some glitches and lags. But we'll see if that improves as we go along here. I'll see if there's anything I can do about it. I can't drop down the resolution, but I might be able to drop the bit rate down. Astro says shift 4. He's a great boss. That is really cool, Astro. I've actually considered looking at their open positions and stuff. I work a full-time job in addition to this as well, so I've considered looking at what shift 4 has to offer, actually. Detroit met Everyday Astronaut down at Artemis this summer. That's really cool. Now, Detroit, did you get to see it launch, or was it one of the earlier attempts? I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna pack up the second camera in case we need to roll out of here. So stay tuned here for now. We're gonna have the single camera. Kind of want All right, I also just deployed a camera out in front, so we should get some great shots after the fact, as long as my camera doesn't get destroyed. So that's out there and deployed. We'll have to come back and get that after the rollback. But yeah, it looks like they're just about ready for this thing. So we're just in a mode here. We're just ready to mobilize whenever they're starting to roll. Again, if you're just joining us, we're going to try to follow S26 down the whole portion of Highway 4 up to the build site, following behind in the convoy. Oh yeah, folks. As you can see, there's a lot of activity. We're about to see this thing move. Again, everything is not certain until it actually rolls, but I tell you right now, everybody's planning on rolling S26 down the road here. So stay tuned here just shortly. The beginning of that window opens in about a half hour, but like I said, they've done it early before, so we'll have to see. I'm going to be checking in on my camera here every now and then, so I might be away from commentary, occasionally. Oh, I should fix my live location tracker, though. Let me do that in a minute. All right, now as we're heading down Highway 4, well, S26 is rolling. We'll be behind it, and you'll see our live location on the top right-hand corner as well. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see the full route. If you're just joining us, again, this is Andrew with Rocket Future, waiting for S26 to start rolling towards Highway 4 and up Highway 4 towards the Starbase build site. If you're just tuning into Rocket Future the first time, you can help us meet our goal of becoming a partnered YouTube channel. We're real close to that threshold. We've already hit the subscriber number, and we just need some more watch hours. So if you're listening, you're already helping. But if you're going to, click off the stream today or go do something else, just having the stream up in the background somewhere will help us reach that milestone. We're just about 300 watch hours away, so that is really close. So we'd really, really love to reach that threshold. So thanks for hanging out with us so far. Things are about to get exciting here at Starbase. I'm going to start playing with cameras here in a minute too, just to make sure that we're all set up for when we move. And yeah, I'm going to go check on my other camera now though. Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. Hopefully it's fine. Welcome, Vix. Welcome in, Vix. Good to see you. Waiting to see S26 start making its way towards that entrance there. It still hasn't moved yet. There is a small lift up dealing with like the connections into the side of ship 26, but yeah, a lot of activity around the around 26, looking like it's a pretty good chance for them to roll this thing out. Obviously, they've moved all of the cars out of the way on the side of Highway 4 directly in front of the build site. All of these things are required prior to a rollout from here, a rollback. So all good stuff. Like I said, I broke down the second camera. If you're new to the channel, we like to do this side-by-side camera where I do some like live commentary and stuff, but because this will be a situation where we'll have to quickly jump in the car and roll with the ship, the second camera is stowed away. So whenever we need to get up and go, we can just get up and go. Vic says, been a while, huh? YouTube doesn't give me notifications for some reason. Oh, no worries at all. Also, we haven't really been streaming as much lately, just because we're trying to, you know, activity has slowed down a little bit, not a lot, as far as rollouts and static fires and that type of stuff. So we have taken the opportunity to kind of slow down for a couple weeks and catch up with life. So, yeah, I've been slowing down a little bit, but we are ramping back up now as everything's starting to happen down here. Blind Boy 64 says, let's roll. Detroit Mission Control says, do you live down there in South Texas? I do, Detroit. I moved down here about 10, 11 months ago. Something around there. And we have a second camera deployed as well over at the entrance there. So if we see a rollout today, or rollback today, we're going to see some beautiful camera shots from it after the fact on our Twitter and probably YouTube as well. So this is exciting. A lot of new stuff with Rocket Future. We got new cameras, we got new equipment. We're slowly starting to speed everything up as far as building out the channel. We can't do that without everybody's support. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out, chatting, subscribing, liking, commenting. All of that stuff helps us so much. The biggest thing we need right now is just watch time, though. We get some more watch time and we can apply for partnership. So just being here and watching it really, really goes a long way. So thanks, everybody. Thanks, everybody. So the road delay is scheduled for 7 p.m. local time. As you can see in the top, it's 6:44, so about 15 minutes. So I would expect to start seeing them move it down towards the entrance there soon. They can do that early, so I'm going to go check on my camera and some other stuff. So stay tuned. Alright, I'm checking back in with y'all. Things are still progressing pretty good here. We'll be changing up our camera here in a minute. Where's the water here?
Thanks, bud.
No problem. Yeah, we're going to change our camera setup here in a minute. But yeah, if you're seeing dropouts of the stream occasionally, that's just due to Starlink being Starlink. It's a little bit more temperamental today than usual, but bear with us. Oh yes, there is a solar storm. That actually could be playing a part, not even joking. It does have a pretty big effect on satellites. And as we know, Starlink is a satellite-based internet network, so that could be having an effect today. Beach, the Florida man, says there's another camera. There is another camera. Today we are not looping the camera into our live stream. Instead, we are just going to be recording with it and posting that footage to our Twitter and YouTube later on. But eventually there is the possibility of us looping that camera wirelessly into the stream as well. So yeah, that could be a future possibility. But yeah, today it's just this one for now. There is a second camera that I usually do commentary on. I do the split screen thing where I'm talking with the booster in the background or whatever. But we are in the mobile mode today, meaning we could jump in the Jeep at any point and start rolling because we're rolling behind S26 down Highway 4 today. Up Highway 4 today, I guess. I'm going to pan up a little bit, and you might be able to see Jupiter and Venus right above S26. Oh, yeah. You can barely just make them out there at the top. It's going to get dark pretty quick here, so I'm going to switch over to night mode here. I might actually switch over... I might switch over now. Let's see how it looks. That looks okay. We're going to keep it on night mode because the night is going to hit fast and I don't want to have to be changing the settings while we're trying to drive. So we're in night mode now. Let me change the focus a little bit here though. There we go. Much better. Rick is using Starlink to watch the stream, and I'm using Starlink to upload the stream. So that's pretty cool, Rick. Both ends of this are Starlink for you. Working on the focus. There we go. Oh, I appreciate that, Joe. Really good to hear that others are finding the stream. How did you find the stream today, Astro? Let me know. If anybody's just joining us, we're waiting for S26 to start rolling, and then we're going to follow behind it all the way up to the build site. We're going to be driving in the convoy behind S26. Yazada gives a shout out to Vix. Stephanie B, welcome. Stephanie B, welcome from Australia. Very cool. Thanks for tuning in from Australia. All right, I'm going to go check on the other camera again. I want to get that rolling as soon as this thing starts going, so I will step away from commentary for just a few minutes. right, checking in with everybody. How's everybody doing? Beach says, I'm here from lab also. Very cool. Oh, Senti mentioned Rock Future in the R2 chat as well. Thank you so much, Senti. I appreciate all of the support. This is so great. It means the world to me. Joe said, a commentator on Lab Padre mentioned me, and also that Jen mentioned me on Zach's CSI Discord channel. These are all awesome, awesome creators that make Starbase and Starship content. Make sure everybody's checking out everybody else here too. Make sure you're checking out Lab Padre, CSI Starbase, everybody that's making content down here. We're all having our own little twist on it, so check everybody out. That's awesome to hear. Thank you so much, everybody. Beach has both streams going on separate monitors. That is great. Vic says, previously I mentioned an issue with connections to S26. Did you mean the transport umbilical? Do you know if it was connection or taking it off? I'm not quite sure, but those folks are already down, so I think whatever that was has been resolved. But it was on the bottom quarter of S26 on the side facing us from this angle here, so it was probably the umbilicals. Astro Joe says, Starbase nerds unite. Absolutely. Stephanie agrees. And Astro Jen says, lurking but present. Welcome, Astro Jen. Everybody, welcome. This is awesome. I will say, again, Star, what am I talking about? So many star things. Starlink is being a little bit temperamental tonight. So if you're seeing drops, just be a little patient with it. Sorry about that. I don't know why it's being extra temperamental tonight. It actually seriously might have to do with the solar storm. Not too sure. But hashtag Team Space. Welcome, Balint. Oh, yeah, you were already here, Balint. But absolutely. Absolutely. So the ship is getting a little bit washed out by the lights here. But I think once we're on the move, that probably won't be as big of a deal. I think once we're rolling, we should hopefully have a pretty good view of S26. But this is all kind of an experimental. We haven't done one of these convoy streams. Holy crap, look at that light. We haven't seen one of these convoy streams at night yet, so just join the experiment here with us. We don't know what we're going to see yet, but it should be good. Oh, I guess these big light trucks are following it. Wow, look at that. This truck is carrying the sun, folks. Wow. All right, I'm gonna go get ready to. It looks like we're about to go here, so. Probably. All right, we're gonna start setting up here. Don't worry about all the lights in our way. That should get better. But yeah, we're gonna get set up here. So the camera's gonna get all screwed up, but don't worry. Let me get the lights on so we can get you safely. Yeah. All right. I think all the cables are on this side this time. All right, so let me know when you're ready.
Yep, good. Face it over towards you.
Yeah, whatever. Just be careful of this cable here.
Oh, hold on. Can I put the seat back a little bit?
Hopefully.
I think I did last time.
It might be all the way back.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Stephanie, my name is Andrew. I'm gonna reset the camera real quick. Stay, yeah, 1 second. Just a shot that should. Everything on the right.
That light truck go by already?
I don't even know. I think so. Let me check. Yeah, it did.
Okay.
All right, just resetting the camera here. It'll be up in just a second. This needs to come around this way. Switching to light, yeah, it's fine. Switching to light mode or night mode doesn't look good. Yeah, it'll look better here in a second. Just give me 2 seconds. Let's get the Jeep going. It's because we have all these lights facing us, but let's see what the other mode looks like. I have no idea which way this. Oh, there's. So we got booster 7 turning around. And down. Yeah, all those lights are pretty dang bright, huh?
Would you be better off once you pull out than adjust it?
Let's try day mode. Yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust the angle once we've pulled out. And then let me fix the focus here, and it shouldn't look as bad. And these vehicles will be way in front of us too, so they're not going to be as blowing out. Look at this. This looks trash. Let me fix the focus though. It'll look better. Welcome, Titan. Guys, you'll just have to be patient. Like I said, this is super experimental doing this here at night, but I think once these vehicles are in front of us, hopefully it'll look better. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know which one looks better. For now, I'm just going to see if I can get the... There we go. Yazada says the light trucks are a good sign. Something is about to roll. Too many photons, though. Absolutely. Beach says, what camera am I using? I'm using a Sunba PTZ camera, which works great for daytime rollouts. I don't know. We'll see. I think it might be okay once we get going, but time will tell. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that.
tell if it's moving?
You can't really. Oh yeah, I think it is.
It doesn't look as bad.
Yeah. Thank you for shouting out the Patreon, Joe. We do have a Patreon, and we actually send out physical postcards in the mail if you sign up for the postcard tier membership. Those are photos from Starbase once a month with some cool information on the back. I should ask this truck if I can get in front of it. Is it Starbase or is it random people? We'll see. It's fine. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I can do that beach. Back or forward? Forward. I might try to see.
Yeah, maybe pull up the road. Get
I'm just out of the Jeep kind of looking at what's going on here, and people are just moving around, getting ready for the roll. Rick says maybe a lens filter might be in order. Very true. Astro says, I joined Rocket Future. That was awesome. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate that. Thanks for the new Patreon member, Astro. Joe. Will you by writing jokes on the postcards? I could do that probably. There's so many interesting, like, quirky moments that happen down here at Starbase. I'll definitely be including some of those down on the postcards.
Can you get out? Does it make sense to like back up the street a little bit? Maybe get a better view.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. All right, we're gonna try to adjust the Jeep here and just get out onto the road. So you're not gonna have a view of the rocket here for a minute, and we'll readjust once we're out on the road. So give me a minute. Your window's down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's behind me. There's one truck coming. I don't know what they're doing though. Actually, I'll let them come by first.
I would pull out, let them go around you, because if they pull up behind you, you're not gonna be able to get out.
Alright, it's fine. I'll move. Did they? There they are. Alright, now I'll go. I don't want to go by.
Maybe put your headlights off for a second.
it's gonna pass me. All right, let me adjust the camera now, folks. In the meantime, you get a little bit of a view of Booster 7 and the orbital tower here. People are still working on it, but moving over. Let's see how this looks in night mode now. What's blocking it? Is it just the Starlink dish? Nice. Sorry about that quick dropout. We just had to twist our Starlink and camera pole, so Starlink got all really confused. But I wanted to make sure we didn't have a view of our pole as it rolls out. But it looks like we're back. Just give me a 5x5. Make sure everybody can hear me and see me. Welcome, Holly. I can grab that now. Welcome, Welliang. Welcome, Vix. Oh, yeah, Vix, you've been here. Astro's been here. Everybody's just saying hi to each other. Astro is saying 4x5, so maybe not a perfect connection, but that's okay. It should stabilize. Doesn't seem like it's moved yet.
Here it looks like it's getting closer.
Yazada says he hears me and sees me. Thank you, Astro Joe. If you haven't liked the stream yet, please do so. That helps us a lot. Build the channel. Reach more folks like you. Rick says, I see top half a booster. I gotcha. Top half of ship 26, right? Focus is still off a little bit. That's a little better. Yeah, Vix agrees it definitely hasn't moved yet. Space Girl Falcon says, thanks for being out there, Andrew. It's my pleasure. Like I said, this is a kind of new trial here of trying to follow one of these things up the road at night. We'll see how it works. What we may learn is that it's good to follow it during the day, but maybe at night it's not really meant to be. But we got to try it to find out. I kind of wish there was one truck in front of us to block the lights from the sheriff, but we'll have to see. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about what we might see. So what we're expecting is we want to start seeing Ship 26 start to roll towards the entrance of the facility here, kind of where Starhopper is. Now they have until 9 p.m. Central Time to roll it up to the build site. It takes about an hour, so we'd want to see it on the road within the next 40 minutes. Once it rolls up to the build site, we don't know where it's going to go. It could pull up next to the actual high bay, mega bay area. I don't really expect it to go towards the rocket garden, but it could. And really, really don't expect it to go all the way up to Massey's. But actually, you know what? We can completely rule out a roll up to Massey's because they do have all of the Jersey barriers in place between the two lanes. There's no way they'd be able to fit SPMTs going up towards Massey's. So we can rule out Massey's at least. Appreciate that sentiment, Rick. Astro says, tell us a little bit about your affiliation with the Inspired 24, please, Andrew. Absolutely. So I'm a member of the Inspired 24. It's a group of us who had started a little bit. It started as kind of like a little space club after the Inspiration 4 mission. And now we have grown into a bigger and bigger organization. We have a lot of really big things coming up for the Inspired 24. Really, really cool. Astro Joe thinks S26 is going to go to Sanchez. Yeah, some of the stuff with Inspired 24 I can't talk about yet, but in general, we are a group of people that are really interested in what's happening with space and space tourism and all of the advancements that are happening right now. We like to go to launches. We like to go to all sorts of different events and meet up when we can, hang out. We do, obviously we have chats going all the time online. So, yeah, stay tuned about the Inspired 24. Really cool group that we got going on, and there's some really, really exciting things that we will be announcing. But it's fun. It's really fun and really great group of people. What's up? Good?
Perfect, thank you.
Oh, I dropped again. There we go. Stephanie B says possibly on the new stand. Oh yeah, right. They installed a new kind of like display stand on the Sanchez site, or on the opposite side of the rocket garden. Is that right? Is that what you mean, Stephanie? Yeah, no problem, Detroit. You can check out, if anybody's interested in checking out more of the Inspired 24, you can go to our website. If Titan is still here, confirm. I think it's theinspired24.com. I just want to confirm that. But yeah, check it out. Check it out. Go to theinspired24.com and see if you see our logo there and everything. Rick, does Inspire 24 travel to promote space exploration? That is something that we do, yes. One of the many things that we're trying to do. Your friend Liv is a part of I-24 as well. Very cool, very cool. My camera up there is going to die.
That's too bad.
When we drive by, we'll be able to see if it's still recording or not.
Well, if it's still recording and you drive by, that's cool because you get the whole shot.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, they're getting on their vehicle. That could be a good sign.
Yep, the sheriff is getting in their vehicle. And people are getting out of the Starbase. So hopefully this thing is going to roll here soon. Yazada says, I hope it doesn't go to the garden, even though I guess it doesn't mean rocket death if S24 is there. Yeah, I think at this point a rocket going to the garden is 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. It doesn't really mean much for the future of each rocket. Yeah, one of the sheriffs went in the vehicle, but the other is still standing outside.
No,
so
you get back out walking on the front.
Oh, gotcha. The good news is we're definitely in formation for rollback. It's just, you know, at some point they're going to have to get the show on the road to make their window. Not that, again, they can extend the window and everything, but we're going to hope that they don't. The good news this time around is we have plenty of gas. We got water. So at this point we're kind of stuck here anyway, so. I'm going to switch back to day mode just to see what it looks like. I don't know, what looks better, night or day? This one's day. Obviously it's out of focus, but when it's in focus, I wonder which is better. I think probably night might look slightly better, but let's get it in focus so we can get a true comparison. Almost there. Yeah, I think night looks slightly better, but I don't know, it's hard to tell. I'm just going to look through the other settings here since it's not moving yet, just to see if there's anything else we can do that could help. Detroit says day. Kind of wish I could turn down the exposure a little bit, but it looks like it's stuck in automatic mode right now. There's a compensation button. Ooh, does that help? Wait, we might have learned something here. That looks a lot better.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're learning how our camera works here, folks. Now let's check the light. All right, let's do a comparison, everybody. Get your keyboards ready, however the heck you type in chat. This is A. So you're going to type A or B. This is A. And now let me switch over to B. And now I might have to focus B. But, oh yeah, this is B. A or B? I might even turn that down a little bit. About the same, actually. It's just the color difference. Got it. Got it. So I'm going to lower that setting a little bit more. I don't want to go too far on it, but let's see. That looks good. We have one A, we have a B, we have an A, we have an A. It looks like A's might have it so far. We have a B. Oh, it's split. 1, 2, 3. All right, can I actually do a real poll? Let me see if I can do a real poll. Well, we can just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A's, 3 B's. All right, we're going back to day. Stephanie says not much difference. Oh, this is out of focus, but let's see. Oops. Now I'm zooming. No big difference. All right, that's good then. That takes the stress out of the equation. Stephanie says C. Let me see if I can turn... I'm honestly might even turn that setting down even more. But Lint says day is better because of color contrast. That compensation helped though. Got it. Awesome. The question will be, though, when the lights are right in front of us, is it just going to blow out everything? But we'll see. Yeah, there's some fog rolling in too. That's not going to help us. Stephanie likes the color as well.
Let's come up with some good lyrics for a country song.
Yeah.
I've chased winning cars, good buzz in my dreams down the road, never chased a rocket.
True. True.
They look like they communicate a bit. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I would want to see S26 on the road in the next 20 minutes if they want to meet the end of the window. But again, we know that doesn't mean a ton for them to actually make the end of the window. Oh, my time froze up there. Let me fix that. All that color coming from the police lights? Yeah. Yep. Quick question. Were the lanes on Highway 4 split with barriers when S25 moved to Massey's? They were not. So VIX, from the build site up to Massey's, they were not split, but now they are. They put those Jersey barriers back in the middle just a couple days ago after the rollout. Or, I don't know, yeah, yesterday or the day before. So yeah, there's no chance of this going up to Massey's unless they moved them in the last hour, but I don't think so. Come on, 26. Get the show on the road. I think this camera also has the functionality. So I think the reason why this camera has a night mode is because I can also turn on the infrared lights on it, but I probably don't want to do that. I don't know if they have like infrared sensors and stuff that it's gonna mess with. So, or if they have infrared cameras on it, I don't want to be like shining my IR on it while they're shining their IR on it. So, I think we're just gonna make do with whatever viewing we have once we get rolling here. Yazada said a test tank rolled to Massey's yesterday. Yeah, I think that was before they moved the Jersey barriers back into the center. We were down here, I don't know, night or two ago, and the barriers were all off to the. If you're coming towards Starbase, they were all off onto the right side. Now they've been moved to the middle.
So it must have been Saturday night they were off to the side. Then we came back to see Jess yesterday.
Yeah.
They were.
That makes sense.
Yeah. See the Space Garden.
Yeah. Oh, if you're looking at my live location on the top right, it's actually not accurate. It shows that we're halfway there, but we're not. But I'll make sure that updates again. Alright, that should update in a couple minutes or something. Well, S26 hasn't moved yet, so I'm going to check a couple more things to see if we can continue to improve our video quality here. Does that change anything? Not really. Yeah, I kind of wish we weren't stuck in this automatic exposure mode, but we are. Okay, they're moving more cars out of the way now, which might be the last one of the last couple steps here. Now the key is if we end up rolling back, that I got to remember to come back and get my other camera.
Yeah, I've thought of that a couple times. Although, if it's only going 2 miles an hour, by the time we get up to the camera, we might have time to jump out and grab it if it's done.
Yeah. If there's not a line of cars behind us, we can. Spock says, I hit the live filter on YouTube and found you. Spock, that is an awesome news, actually. Because YouTube sometimes historically hasn't been great at live stream recommendations. But the fact that you were able to find our stream here with the live filter on YouTube is great. Thanks for letting us know how you found us. For anybody just joining, we've been hanging here for a while now, waiting to see if S26 is going to roll towards the build site down here at Starbase. And everything is in place for that to happen. So we're just waiting on the first movement of S26 to confirm that everything is working all right and that they're going to continue forward here. It takes about an hour from site to site, maybe a little bit less than an hour. Their window goes until 9 p.m. So we're approaching 8 here, so I'd expect to see them roll out here soon. Again, I've stated a couple times they could extend again, but I don't think they want to if they don't have to. Spock says, so Rocket Garden is full, the spot 25 parked is full. Where's 26 going? Massey's? 26 will not go to Massey's, at least not tonight. There's a bunch of road barrier, Jersey barriers in the way. But how's it going? But I think that somebody mentioned that there was a spot at the Sanchez site that they could put 26 tonight. So we'll see.
Getting in the vehicles.
Okay, the sheriffs might be getting in their cars. Maybe.
Maybe not.
Yazada found my stream via the notification on YouTube, so thanks for signing up for those notifications. I think last I checked, only like 10 or 20% of our viewers are actually subscribed. So if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button, it really helps us out. And you'll be notified of streams like this in the future. We don't go live too often. We only go live when something's exciting is happening, as you know, to the best of our ability. Absolutely, Detroit. Thanks for stopping in. It was a pleasure. And welcome Juan as well. Good to see you, Juan. I'm doing pretty good here. Juan likes the fact that the SPMT has those lights so you see all the wheels lit up. It actually looks really cool when that happens. I'm hoping my other camera that I placed is gonna survive the battery, But I don't know. I don't think it's likely at this point. If that battery survives, we'll get a great view of those lights, but don't think that's going to happen. We might not get lucky with that second camera today.
Other vehicle move farther up the road. He seems to get out of sight now.
Ooh. Hopefully. Oh, that could be a good thing. That could be them clearing. Or is he coming this way?
No, that's a different.
Oh, that's a
truck
different one.
around the corner, but
So there was.
coming this way. The other sheriff's car went the other way.
Yeah, there was a sheriff like further up in SPMT. But what I was saying is that sheriff maybe is going up the highway to clear it to make sure everything is cleared and ready. So let's hope that is the case.
Oh, he got in his car.
Okay, sheriffs are getting in their car. I'm hearing large machinery noises. We might be imminent for this rollout. All right, let's see if we get pushed further back by the sheriff, which we might. Unless he wants to talk to me, I don't know. Back. Yep. Historical marker. Got it. Got it. Yep. That's what this is, right? So that's a historical marker? Yep. Back up a little bit more just so he can get on. Alright folks, it's about to go. Alright, I know you can't see much right now, but again, these sheriffs are going to get quite a bit once this thing is going. So let me see what I can do here for you in the meantime. But it is rolling. Oh yeah, we dropped out of Starlink here. Let's see. Hopefully it'll reconnect. There it is. Alright, it is rolling, folks. We'll have to see how this looks once we get going. The sheriffs are literally right in front of me right now, so we're being blasted by their lights, but they're going to get some distance on me. I don't know if that's going to be better or worse, but we'll find out. It's making quick moves, actually. It looks like it's just about to pass Starhopper. I am in reverse. Let's go into drive. And once we get rolling here, I will not be looking at chat. I feel like he just said something about launch. Astro says SPMT isn't startup. Rick says this is looking a lot better. Great job. It was looking a lot better, but now we're in this spot. It's looking worse, but hopefully we'll get better again. How's it going? No, you're good. All right, S26 is just about to pull out onto the road. All right, the front of the SPMT is crossing over, or just about to cross over onto the road. Oh, I should play with the focus here for a second. There it is. You can see S26 a little better now. Spock says, can't wait to see where this ends up. Massey's would be awesome. Again, I don't think Massey's is likely, but we'll wait and see. I really don't think they could roll it to Massey's because of those barriers, but they move quickly down here. You never know. All right, the SPMT is now on Highway 4, just starting to get onto Highway 4. Astro Joe thinks the new crane at Sanchez will move S26 to the recently built taller stand across from S24. I think that sounds the most likely to me as well, Astro. Yeah, the question or not is whether they finish the stand, hopefully.
That's amazing.
Camera, what's, oh. What the heck just happened to the camera?
I didn't knock anything out there.
No, it's working. It's just super dark. Oh, there, it went way up. I see. Sorry about that, folks. We lost control of the camera for a second, but we're back. All right, everybody. S26 is on the road. If you're just joining us, my name is Andrew. We're joined here by a special guest, my dad.
Hey, folks.
Hanging out here in the Jeep. We've been waiting for a while for S26 to move. I think it's about to knock over my camera. Yeah, I left another camera up there. If they have to move it, they'll move it. It's all good. But this is the first time that we're doing this type of Convoy stream at night. These usually work really great during the day, but we're struggling a little bit here with the camera with these lights at night. But we're having fun. It's all good. Let's just all hang out here and see what kind of views we get of Ship 26 as we roll down Highway 4. If they're good, that's great. If they're not, it's okay. We're just trying it out.
It's amazing how much better a shot I can get not looking through your 2D
Right.
windshield.
I know.
We should have thought of that. We should next time clean the windshield in and out. That is freaking amazing.
Everybody is saying hi to my dad. You're now called Space Dad by Astro Joe.
Hey, I like that. Thank you. I'll take that name and wear it proudly. It's fun to be experiencing all this with you.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to be rolling here in a second. I'm going to let these sheriffs get a little distance on. All right, I think we're going to be able to see this a little bit.
If you want, I can even read off the chats to you.
Yeah, sure. Let me adjust a little bit here. All right, folks, we are in the SpaceX Convoy. And you can see the ship. That's good. Look at this. All this stress, and it worked out just fine.
Stephanie said, with no tiles, S26 looks like a booster.
That is true. S26 does look like a booster with no tiles. Especially, you can't really see the top of the nose cone in this angle.
Astro Joe said, naked Starship indeed.
Yep, no heat shield tiles, no flaps. The reason for that is unknown, but likely just this is probably a test of an expendable Starship vehicle.
Absolutely, Vix, and I'm honored to be able to share it with my son. Super cool. Want to get the camera?
Oh my gosh, my camera is still recording, folks. We'll come and get it. It's fine.
That's cool that it's recording. You can
All right.
have a great shot.
Good news, our camera that we left for the SPMT footage is still recording. Does this guy want to come in front of me, or is he good?
I'm sure that should be does.
No tiles or flaps. At some point you might need to put your seatbelt on for if the thing starts dinging, but that's fine.
Hoping it gets so long it maybe it won't.
I think maybe if we go fast it will, but if we
Yeah.
go 2 miles an hour, probably
Yeah,
won't.
probably not. How's that for you?
Good.
Amazing. Stephanie B, hopefully it goes on to the new standard to get angles.
Engines?
And engines, excuse me. I'm reading at an angle.
Yeah, so one of the possibilities that S26 is rolling back to the build site tonight is to get its engines installed. It has no Raptor engines installed at the moment. This vehicle just went under its cryo testing, meaning that they loaded the liquid oxygen and methane tanks with nitrogen to make sure that the vehicle could withstand the cold temperatures of the future fuels that will be used in the vehicle. So they may now be ready to install the engines in S26. Alternatively, it is not impossible that S26 could be scrapped. I don't expect it to be scrapped at this moment, but that is another possibility of something we could see.
Juan says you should pick up your second camera.
Yeah, I'll pick it up on the way back. I should have probably just grabbed it, but we are kind of at risk of pulling cables out if we're moving too much. It's tight in here with both of us. But it's fine. Nobody will be driving down the road this way until we get past the build site, and then we can immediately turn around and come get our other camera. So we should be good.
Rick says, I am still trying to wrap my head around why there is a need for emergency light bars on a controlled highway.
true. I think they could probably do without, but you know, I don't have any special credentials to be here, and that means anybody could be here at the moment. So I think if I was a random person who didn't really know what was happening here, I think it's good that, you know, the lights are on just to indicate not to get in their way, not to get too close. So you're probably right, but yeah, I see it though. I see it.
The way Yahoos drive, it wouldn't surprise me somebody flying along trying to get by it.
Absolutely.
The stand is tall enough. SpaceX writes.
Okay, very good. All right, we're about to make the first turn on Highway 4, the first corner here. As you can see in the... This guy's going to try to pass me, which might be fine with me if he's... Oh, Jesus, what is he hauling? I mean, if he wants to get in front of me, he can, because he'll block some of those lights. It would be awesome if he did. I mean, I could probably technically get in the left lane, but I won't. So yeah, he's going to block the base of Ship 26 here for a moment. But once we're on the straightaway here, they generally put a lot more distance between us and the ship. Oh, this person's going to pull in front of us too, maybe.
Go.
Yeah. I'm going to kind of try to go. So even though this ship is, this vehicle is kind of blocking the ship right now, it's not a big deal once we get on the straightaway. He's going to go in the left lane anyway. Nice.
Coming across on Facebook well.
Good, good.
Person realize they can't go anywhere?
Yeah, they work here, so...
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Again, once we take this left-hand turn, we'll get a better view of the ship again. So just stick with us here for a moment. Is that the... Yeah, that makes sense.
Do those links mean that the green lights mean the Starlink is not as strong, or?
What are you looking at? No, that's the microphone.
Oh, so it's me.
Yeah, bottom right is Starlink. It's red right now, so not great, but...
Astro Joe says those compressors need to be close to the ship anyway.
Ah, gotcha.
Stretch says good audio.
Nice.
Senti sends Google Eyes.
Yeah.
SpaceX says 5x5.
Very good, very good.
Another added new feature that you can do chat on the go.
Yeah.
That is amazing. song playing in the background.
Yeah. Yeah, so overall, I'm just very briefly taking a peek at the video quality here, and it's it's not perfect, but hey, at least we got something. A lot better during the daytime for these rollouts. I'll put a creative cap on and try to figure out a solution for these rollouts and rollbacks at night in the future. But yeah, just happy that we're hanging out here. Thanks for everybody hanging out with us so far. If you're just joining us, ship 26 is rolling on its SPMT from the Starbase launch site to the Starbase production site. Again, the SPMTs are self-propelled modular transporters. This is basically a giant flatbed with a ton of wheels on it. Each of the wheels turn independently, basically. So you can kind of do, like 0-degree turns. Is that what it's called? And really great piece of machinery that can literally drive a rocket down the highway here.
All controlled by a man walking behind it with a keyboard.
Yeah, somebody with controls walking behind it or in front of it, one of the two.
A joystick, huh?
Starbase watcher. Yeah, so my dad came down last Wednesday.
Yeah.
He's heading out tomorrow. We were supposed to see that rollback the other day. Missed it. We were here for the first window, but we didn't make it to the second window. So this is good. This is not
Awesome. Yazada says, for all of the light dazzle, this is still the best view on any of the streams right now. Congrats, Andrew.
Thank you. That's great, Yazada. Thank you. That's good to know. That is good to know.
Astro Joe says, absolutely.
Oh, that makes me feel like we did our job here tonight then.
Vic says, well, it's gone, 2 a.m. I gotta turn in for the night. Thank you so much, Rocket Future. And Space Dad, thank you, Vix, for turning out and streaming this for us. Have fun the rest of the way. Good night, all. Good night, Vix. Pleasure to be here.
Thank you, Vix. Appreciate that.
Astro says, rest well.
Indeed. Rest well, Vix.
Andy M, unfortunately, I have to go. It's 3 a.m. here. Good night, everybody. Good night, Andy M.
Thanks, Andy. Appreciate you stopping by. So yeah, so my dad came down last Wednesday. He's leaving tomorrow. So this is good that we got to see a rollout tonight.
Very, very cool. Vix, wow, at Andy M. And I thought I was a night owl. Does this make me an official streamer?
Yeah, congrats, Dad. You are now a streamer.
Yazada says, good night, Vix. Thanks for alerting me that this is happening. Rick, I am impressed. Oh, really?
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, cool.
We had a pretty big dropout of Starlink there, so just give me a 5x5. Let me know you can hear us and see us again. Again, expected part of the just doing this thing with Starlink down here at Starbase. It happens. But what I was going to say was, what was I going to say? Oh yeah.
Video.
Well, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Like, obviously, it's great that you're here chatting and communicating and asking questions and stuff. But just the fact that you're all communicating with each other and just enjoying chatting with each other is awesome to see. I love hearing that you guys are interacting and chat together and building a community. I know a lot of you are coming from other communities as well. But yeah, just thanks so much, everybody, for hanging out, being nice to each other, and really supporting Team Space.
So Stretch wants to know, what is your plan for the pending launch?
Stretch, we plan on streaming from Isablanca Park as long as we can get a spot there, which we should have great views. We're well practiced at streaming from Isablanca Park for the static fires. I have a lot of special things planned for launch day, so make sure you stay tuned. Not only is there going to be some great content and videos and footage of the launch itself, we're also going to be talking to members of the community to make sure that we are hearing about everybody's opinions, people that know about Starship, people that don't know about Starship. We want to hear it all. So we're going to have some cool interviews. We're going to have all sorts of cool stuff. So make sure you check out our launch day coverage whenever that might be.
So Spock X says good night at Vix. Astro Joe said 4x4. It's to be expected on the road.
Yep. 4x4 is good enough for me right now.
Stretch mentioned in and out expected until more version 2.0 are optional.
Operational, yeah.
Operational, excuse me.
Yeah, Starlink will get better as time goes on. This is, again, the reality of it. A little bit more temperamental tonight than most nights, but we're rocking and rolling with what we got.
Astro Joe mentions, I haven't seen a name I don't know yet. Team Space knows where to go.
Heck yeah, I like to hear that. Thanks, everybody, for dropping in here and hanging out.
Yazada said, getting some short buffering, but not bad.
That works. It's a little unfortunate that we got those dropouts, because I know a lot of people, if they see the buffering, they won't, they'll find another stream, and that's okay. But we're giving you the best that we can for now. But for those that are sticking around, thanks. As long as they're fairly short buffering, then that'll be all right.
Yeah.
If you've joined and you don't know what you're looking at, we're watching a rocket, specifically Starship S26, roll down the highway down here at Starbase. They're going from the launch site to the production site. It's a little hard to see, but the booster is right in front of that officer. You see all those lights, and then you see that bright line shooting into the sky. That's actually just the light reflecting off the side of ship 26. Ship 26. I feel like I maybe just said the wrong ship a minute ago, but ship 26.
So Yazada mentions the internet might get overloaded in SPI on launch day.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about that. I feel like mobile data will definitely get overloaded. Starlink might even get overloaded. So we're gonna do our best to bring you the stream. But what we're gonna make sure we do is we're gonna record the entire stream locally. That way, if it's rough quality, we're still gonna have a beautiful show for people to go back and watch and see everybody's reactions for launch and everything. See if I can get my live location to update. If you look in the top hand right corner, my location should update shortly. If it's connected right, it will.
Juan mentioned try lowering the ISO.
Yeah, absolutely, Juan. That's a great idea. I think that would help. Unfortunately, it seems like we're locked into an auto mode right now, so I can't do it on the fly. But yeah, so next, yeah, maybe like I gotta figure out like a good simulation type thing to like be able to practice these night rollouts with the camera. So I'll have to do some brainstorming to see what it can mimic. I guess I could just come down here and try to get some videos of a ship in the dark that's not moving. That might be able to help, but I'm gonna have to get some lights to kind of simulate these police officers and stuff. But yeah, we'll work on it. We'll see what we can do for the next one.
Stretch mentions to Rocket Future, I just tweeted live stream and tagged CSL Starbase at
Sheriff, yep.
Yep.
Felix.
Yep.
Got it. So yeah, those are some local or just some Starbase creators in general. Yeah, thanks Stretch for shouting. The CSI Starbase, Ellie and Felix. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
And Stephanie B mentions Starship launch is going to be epic, like we haven't seen before.
Absolutely. It's going to be insane.
To infinity and beyond.
Yep. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be absolutely insane. It'll be the most powerful rocket ever at the moment it takes off. I cannot wait to see it. I'm really excited. We are not far away from the Mars bar at this point. Making some quick moves now that we're on the straightaway. For anybody just joining, my name is Andrew. This is Rocket Future. My dad is joining as a special guest today, and we're hanging out here driving down Highway 4 in the Convoy while SpaceX moves Starship S26 from the launch site to the build site. And we've had a great stream so far. Viewing conditions are a little tough, but we're doing what we can, and I'm happy that you're all hanging out with us. So thank you.
Juan mentioned it looks like a static fire with the simulation of the sheriff's lights flashing.
Yeah, good point. Especially when we're in line with the ship and all the lights make it look like the ship is static firing. That's funny. At this point, we are more than halfway there, I think. We got a big turn to the left coming up. We are going... I'll tell you exactly how fast we're going. Oh, wow, we're going 4 miles per hour. That's the fastest I've ever seen us go. 4 miles per hour, folks.
Thanks, Astro Joe. Astro Joe said to infinity and beyond. Nice one, Space Dad. Thank you. That's a tagline I always put on anything I post from Andrew. Juan mentions, I hope they make the Mars bar public.
Oh, yeah, that would be awesome, Juan. I don't know if I ever really expect to see that, but that would be awesome. It's actually like one of my goals. I don't know if there's any chance it'll happen, but I really want to go sit in the tiki bar one night. I just want to have one drink in the SpaceX tiki bar. That would be amazing. Every time I walk by it, I'm just like, I just want to sit there and have one drink. That'd be so cool.
So Rick mentions, not a problem. Starlink will only get better. I switched to the Starlink fiber. Is not available for me, but this Starlink satellite system is working awesome, and no complaints on the cost.
Very good, Rick. Yeah, we're using the Starlink satellite, and it works pretty good, and it works great. I'm just checking out what's going on up here. I think they might.
Somebody on the road.
I will pause here for a moment. But yeah, it works great. It's a little tough for live streams just because of the upload quality, but I think they might be having an opportunity for people to pass. Oh, they want the compressor truck up, maybe?
Looks like it, yeah.
All right, we're good. Just wanted to give them their space to do their thing.
Stretch mentions at Rocket Future, recording initial launch is smart. Point a camera at people watching the launch for maximum human recognition to a historic event.
Absolutely.
Cool
yeah.
point.
Yep, we plan to do that. We will have 1 or 2 cameras on the rocket. We'll have a couple cameras pointing out at people. We'll be interviewing general public people, just like random people. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna feel like a party. It's gonna be for those who can't make it here. I know a lot of people are gonna have streams up that are just kind of technical streams with live views and stuff, but we want to make it feel like you're there with us. So we're gonna be in the crowd, and it's gonna be a blast. It'll be great.
Stephanie mentions, "Are you driving behind?" ?
We are in the Convoy behind Ship 26, following behind the sheriff here, down Highway 4, getting pretty close to that Mars bar. If you take a look at the top right corner, that is our live location on Highway 4, and it should update every few minutes.
Astro Joe mentions, "Wifey says Elon did mention it. Will be public in the future."
Oh, Starlink, yeah. I think they have stated that they would like to bring Starlink public. We'll see if it ever happens. I think they said Starlink last year was actually profitable. If I heard the report from Gwen right, I would have to go back and check, but I think somebody said that Starlink was actually profitable last year, which is insane if that's true. But if they go public with that, that will be nuts.
Gee, I may have to come back down for launch day.
Yeah, you should. The hard part is knowing when it's going to be.
I know, right?
We have quite the row of people behind us now.
Did that cut out again?
No, it's good.
Oh, okay.
Red, I mean, it'll be red a lot, but as long as it doesn't say 0.
Oh, okay. Stephanie mentions TNX, TRNX? I can't see that. TNX.
Maybe just thanks, maybe?
Yeah, thanks. Okay, sorry.
No,
Funny
no
angle
worries.
here, trying to read the laptop screen. What a production. This is amazing. Astro Joe said, "No, Mars bar space dad."
What do you mean?
Not sure I follow. Stephanie says, "BRB." Be right back.
Yeah. No problem, Stephanie.
I don't know, Astro Joe, but I would love to get into the Mars bar.
I'm just going to give this sheriff an opportunity to pull out if that's his intent. But I think he is not going.
Yeah, you might just be blocking that roadway, huh?
Yeah. Someday they'll give me a ticket for streaming and driving or something.
Oh, I see. So Astro Joe mentions, excuse me, Mars bar will be public,
Oh.
not Starlink.
Oh,
LOL was my current topic.
Gotcha. Yeah, that was my assumption. I thought you meant Starlink. But
Zada.
yeah, that would be cool if they made it public, the Mars bar public. I just don't know if it's ever going to happen.
Yazada mentions, I think Wen said Starlink had one profitable quarter in 2022, but they expect whole year 2023 to be profitable.
Ah, okay. Got it. That makes sense.
Rick mentioned, when the day is here for launch, I will be watching from wherever I am and will have RF on laptop fired up.
Have Rocket Future fired up. Awesome. Thank you, Rick. Appreciate that. I think it's going to be a fun stream. I got a lot of stuff planned for it. I think it'll be the next best thing to being down here in person. And hopefully the internet can keep up with us. And if not, we'll post it after. So we're well past the Mars bar now. We're actually past those two antenna as well. So the next spot is like the beginning of the build site, actually. So we're getting there, folks. We're pretty far along now. Another sheriff coming up, so I'll give him some space if he wants to squeeze in. There he goes. Big shout outs to these shouts out, I guess is the proper grammar, to these sheriffs. As always, they're keeping everybody safe and doing this, telling us to actually follow along behind, which is insane.
Very organized.
Yeah. Every time that, if we're a little too close, they always politely ask us to back up. They're always really good to us. So big shouts out to them for they're actually, to be honest, they're a big portion of this Starbase story that's being told down here. So shouts out to them. Yeah, you can just walk along the whole thing behind it too. I want to do that someday, but how could I with this? Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Mount a camera on a helmet or something.
I'll have Ben drive sometime and I'll walk.
Yeah, there you go.
Mount a camera cam. That would be kind of cool with a backpack or something.
Yeah, do a GoPro.
I don't know how the Starlink would work, but I could have just somebody drive behind me or something.
Yeah.
All right, we're well into the build site area now. So we will be seeing soon whether it's going to take a right into the beginning of the build site where the high bay and mega bay are, or if it'll go a little further and go in towards the rocket garden to indicate that it's going to be going to the Sanchez stand that some of our folks in chat think it will go to tonight. Nice breeze coming through the window.
Absolutely, it's beautiful. That could have been a little raffle. Decide, pick one,
Yeah.
one or the other. Juan mentions, I'm pretty sure that Mars Bar will sell the beer that's made in Austin, Texas. That's called Starbase Brewing Company, like the Texas local HEB.
Oh yeah, absolutely one. Actually, I met the folks that run the Starbase Brewing Company before they started distributing all over the place. When I met those guys, they only had their beer at one place called Hopper House, and then also in the tap room here at Starbase is what I heard. Really, really good group of people running Starbase Brewing Company. It's based out of Austin. If you're ever in Austin, go check them out. If you're watching the stream, tell them you heard about them on stream. Tag them on Twitter and let them know that you heard about them from Rocket Future. I'm really glad you pointed them out, Juan. They're such a good group that is working on Starbase Brewing Company. They make some really, really amazing beers, and that would be cool to see them here.
Didn't they have that on tap too at Broken Sprocket?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Actually, no.
Oh.
We've had it at Hopper House and a couple other places.
Oh, no, they had it today. Yesterday. The
yeah, that bar.
we were in. Yeah,
yep.
So it's good. It's good stuff. So Stretch mentions, mix a new margarita called at the Rocket Future for the Mars.
Another brief Starlink blip there.
It's like the HEB parking lot. They're waiting for someone to pull out so they can pull in.
Yeah. And while we have a second here, another big shout out to Night Protocol, the band that wrote the song for our intro and outro. They didn't write it for our intro and outro. They were just really, really gracious that they're letting us use it for our intro and outro. Based out of Burlington, Vermont, Night Protocol. What a great band, and just wanted to shout them out again. All of the links in the description.
Astro Joe mentions 5x5.
All right, we're sounding good and looking good. Very good. So they usually keep us a good distance back here when they're doing this part of the turning and stuff. So, yeah, we'll have to see what our sights are here.
Juan mentions you should get the RF Rocket Future copyrighted so no one makes a YouTube channel using your Rocket Future.
Yeah, I think I would have to probably trademark or something. It's something I could look into for sure.
Yeah, definitely worth looking into.
But yeah, good point. But we got all of our social tags that we need and stuff, so yeah, hopefully that's not a problem ever, but I don't know enough about the trademark law stuff, how much it would help us or not. Yeah, so we're being held here for a bit. We're just going to hold tight. That guy works here. So I can't tell yet from this angle if it's being pulled into the high...
You're up.
I'm up.
You're up.
No. Welcome back, everybody. We had a pretty big drop there. Sorry, I'm actually in the way of this guy. Yeah, we had a big drop there, but we did find out that the Starship S26 ended up right next to the high bay, mega bay. But we kind of had a dead zone over there. I don't know if the high bay was blocking our Starlink signal or not, but it is right near the high bay. That being said, we have to go back down and grab our camera. So I'm going to drive down there. We're going to lose you all for a while.
Until Ricky nailed it, it's Boston.
Yeah, if we lost you, Rick, we did. It is Boston. You got that right. So we're going to head back down towards the launch site, and if we reconnect the stream down there, great. We'll chat for a little bit and we'll do an outro. But it's entirely possible we could completely lose the connection to the stream and we might not be back. If that's the case, thanks everybody for joining here tonight. Again, my name is Andrew. My dad was joining us here tonight as a great co-host. Had a brilliant time. This is Rocket Future. Make sure you check out all of the socials and the YouTube and subscribe and Patreon, all that good stuff. But like I said, if we reconnect once we're down at the launch site, that'll be great. My chat hasn't reconnected, so I'm not even sure y'all can hear me. But yeah, goodbye, or I'll Oh, looks like we reconnected. Can y'all hear me? Let me check. My chat didn't reconnect, but let's see if you guys can hear me. Oh, wow. We are. So we just reviewed the video from the remote camera I had left in front of the SPMT area, or in front of this build site. Geez, I can't even talk. In front of the entrance to the launch site at Starbase, so we could see the SPMT come down the ramp, and it is an awesome video. So keep looking for the Twitter and YouTube. I'll post that tonight in the next. Actually, it might be 2 or 3 hours before I get it up. But awesome video coming from this rollback. So
Academy Award, Oscar nomination material.
Just unplugging my mic there. But yeah, very cool. So let me catch up with chat here. I don't even know if anybody's still here because we were disconnected for such a long period of time. But Astro Joe says 5x5. Let's call this a day. Let's call it a stream. People saying 0x5, lost signal. Stretch says great stream. Good on you, Dad. Thanks again, Dad, for joining us. Astro Joe says thanks, Rocket Future. We'll be here. Another shout out for the Patreon from Joe Yazada. Says thanks to me and you, Dad. Rick says wait and see, like watch cryo tanks. Happy other people are stepping up and offering more live viewing possibilities from the Rocket Nation, says Rick. Joe agrees. Bolintz. Awesome. Thanks everybody so much. Thanks
Rick.
Dad.
That's a Boston accent. Thank you, Rick.
All right, so
thanks everybody. It was a pleasure hanging out with you all. Look forward to doing it again sometime soon.
Yeah, next time he's down here, we'll make sure we bring him back on stream again. We're going to close it up here. Again, wait until you see the live